What's up, family? It's your ghetto news supporter, Mary Nash, between Marion and Lee. Today is June the 12th, 2020. It's a Friday evening, pretty much. Sunny in my city, Chicago. I've been chilling in the trap house on the southeast side of my city. I just finished writing, you understand what I'm saying, manually, because everybody texting now. I just got done writing manually, my child abuse and pedophilia rap story. You can print it if you haven't already off my Facebook page. I know y'all taking all my writings and stuff because that's what people do. They tend to take everything that I come up with. It's kind of like these glasses right here. I took the lens out of them, right? And this would be considered a fashion statement. And I remember when I first wore them like this, and I left this trap house and I went to the Red Line 63rd Street train station. And sure as my name is Mary Lee, but that's 20 Mary and Lee, I seen a guy do the same thing. You understand what I'm saying? And that's how I know they've been watching me. Like Tupac said, my every move is a calculated step. I was reading the Daily Bread today. June 12th. You can read it for yourself. Exodus chapter 17, 8 through 13. And it talks about together we win. Now, I don't have a problem helping. But when a person take, and don't give, and then they say, I'm not in service, I put the work in already. I did my volunteer, for over 47 years now. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. And I don't tend to get anything for some apparent reason. I couldn't go on vacation if I wanted to. You understand what I'm saying? And enjoy myself. I could probably take a bus trip someplace and turn right back around. But I have yet to benefits from the gain the fruits of my labor. That's what you want to, call it or whatever. I haven't benefited from none of the stuff that I've attributed to society. Fashion, writings, decent people. Even though my first ever YouTube video, Mary Mac versus the Fat Black Oprah Winfrey, may have seen that we were beefing at the time with one another because sensationalism seems to sell for some reason or another, even though I don't capitalize off of it. She has. You understand what I'm saying? But I haven't. And am I a little bitter about that? I would say yes. You understand what I'm saying? But at the same time, together we pulled off the biggest turn of the century togetherness that two people could have ever, done without meeting each other. Because I know she knows me just as well as I know her. I'm talking about Oprah. I was listening to 50 things that, Oprah, motivated herself or people quotes or whatever and stuff. And the one that stuck out the most was, she said she was at what you call, I don't travel, so I tend to, have a memory lapse or whatever and stuff. At the airport. She was at the airport waiting for a plane, and she said a lady walked up to her and said, you don't act like the Oprah on TV. You usually give people hugs and things of that nature or whatever and stuff. And Oprah was basically like, waiting on the plane. Just I'm not on the Oprah show right now. I'm just a regular person. See, they can't seem to separate, business or work from personal. You understand what I'm saying? And it's always the wrong time when people tend to, me personally, try to, get my attention. It's like I'm going through a whole bunch, for real tough. And this ain't the time to be trying to, flex, if that's what we want to call this, or be so opinionated. So it's like this. I've given a lot of hugs, and this is Gay Pride Month. You understand what I'm saying? June. And, it's a lot of pride for people in my city that ain't even from my city, Chicago. But they here. They want to be a part of the festivities or whatever and stuff. I don't have a problem with that. But what I do have a problem with is when I was, living in Uptown. And it was a trap also. It was worse than where I'm at now. They had bed bugs, roaches, and, mice. And a whole lot of drug activities and, and I stayed there for about 2 years before they railroaded me out of there with a lease. You understand what I'm saying? Shit that I go through, boy, I tell you. And I went to the, gay parade in my city, Chicago, like, I think it was the year 2013. And these white people, they had T-shirts. These young people, teenagers, and they had T-shirts at the parade, and they was like, can I have a hug? And they came up to me, and I said, you want me to give you a hug? Because I don't just impose myself on anyone. And they was like, yeah. And, I gave them a hug, and I thought the day had went decent. And then I was on my way back to the trap house in Uptown, and I was sitting on a train on a seat that I had took to the parade, a little fold-up chair or whatever. And next thing I knew, a black guy, a young guy, had gave a white guy a cigarette. And the white guy walked up to me. It seemed like it was in slow motion. And next thing you know, he started hitting me. He hit me 4 times before I started wiggling, trying to get from off the ground or the floor of the train. Now, when I started wiggling, that's when 2 other people of color, a man and a lady, came to my rescue. But before I wasn't wiggling, nobody came to my rescue. You understand what I'm saying? I said that to say, God help those who help themselves. You understand what I'm saying? But that guy hit me 4 times in the face, like a prize fighter. Like he had so much animosity towards me. Or he really wanted that cigarette. Because for a cigarette, people would kill you. That nicotine is something else. I don't drink, drugs, smoke, or fornicate. And that's the reason why. Because, I know what I would do if I start back. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. And, before it was over with, the guy, he was all messed up. I'm not going to lie. And I had a black eye. And, the police wasn't called. None of that. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. But had it been me, I would have been in prison, probably would have got shot, whatever the case. You understand what I'm saying? But the white guy did come back and say, I'm sorry. You understand what I'm saying? But we should have whipped that black guy ass for giving him that cigarette and starting that shit with me. You understand what I'm saying? See, people, they read your profiles on YouTube and, Facebook, and they think they know you when they see you, and they think they could just do whatever and stuff. Oprah talked about people posting how much she was worth before I even knew anything about the internet. She said when she made her first million or whatever, and she's a billionaire 3 times over or whatever and stuff. You understand what I'm saying? And all I get is a little crazy check and stuff. I can barely, do anything, but I'm surviving. You understand what I'm saying? That's neither here nor there. It's not about money with me. She deserves every penny she has, accumulated. And that's just honest to God's truth. Really, she's worth zillions, but, I guess she don't know her worth, but I know my worth. I'm worth gazillions. You understand what I'm saying? And they robbed me, so I know they robbed her. Long story short, I gave hugs because they asked, the white people at the parade. You understand what I'm saying? And I got beat the fuck up the same day. You know, your every move is a calculated step. And they try to find any way to, infiltrate your lifestyle or your, cool demeanor or whatever the case is and stuff. Now, I wasn't flirting with nobody, wasn't out of, doing anything malicious, nothing. You understand what I'm saying? So I say to my real Mary McNamara's and the people that grew up with me, these young people, they feeding off of us. They have made buku money off of us. You understand what I'm saying? And they're not showing their appreciation for the longevity that we put in to pave the way for them to be able to just walk on that smooth road or whatever and stuff. They're taking advantage of our kindness. So we have to be aware that, we cannot be taken for suckers just because we got a cool demeanor or whatever and stuff. Real talk. Because, it must be the smooth voice or something. And they have seen me, when I was tired, been attacked and things of that nature. So I can understand how they think, they could just do whatever to me. But I've shown a couple of them a couple of times that, look, don't lose your damn mind too much. Because, I'm not the sweet, innocent person you think I am. I talk like this and, act like that. And you may think I'm cool or whatever and stuff. But, I'm not sweet. And neither are my, Mary McNamara's and the ones that came up with me and stuff. We may have been and had y'all good intentions at heart or whatever. But once y'all crossed us, it's like, oh, okay, so y'all really don't give a fuck about us. They got a Nicki Minaj and 69 Takashi or whatever trying to throw shade, so they say, at Lisa Ray. I met Lisa Ray. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't flirt with her. I gave her respect, and she's been wearing white since I've known her. I met her at a party in Uptown, at the Uptown Theater or whatever. Real talk. And I was, respectful to her. She's a good person and stuff. But she ain't no punk either. And just because she had that fight in the Players Club or whatever, that don't mean y'all could come at her. She's older now. Let her do her. You understand what I'm saying? If she like dancing, working out, and having fun, don't be intimidated by her beauty. You understand what I'm saying? For real. We work hard at what we have accomplished. And y'all just not going to come in and tear up everything like you did my city, Chicago. That's not fair to us. And it's not fair to you, because you're going to have to clean it up. You're going to want us to help you. And if you don't do right by us, for real, before that time comes, for real, y'all going to have a whole lot of shit to clean up by yourselves. And we're going to be looking at you motherfuckers like you better get every fucking piece of paper off the fucking ground too. You understand what I'm saying? Don't take our kindness for weakness. But together, like the Daily Bread said, we could win. I might not go to the gay parade because I don't want no drama. I feel as though it's going to be a whole lot of shit because they done tore up my city already. So that's like a sign. So real Mary McNamara's, if I do go, we going all together, right? This ain't no Willie Lynch, young and old shit. And a lady, and I'm in with this, told me on the south side at the Breakthrough Urban Ministry, shelter. She was an older light-skinned lady. She said, you just got too old. And I was like, what does that mean? I couldn't understand that. But they were saying my age. Them guys, they like young girls and boys. You understand what I'm saying? So older people, they are intimidated by us. Real talk. Don't let them kill you, for real. And they'll learn when they get older too. Hope they take heed to this video, because I don't waste my breath and I don't talk for the fuck of it. And with that, this your Ghetto News supporter, Mary Dash 20 Marin Lee. Peace.